This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
It seems as though Marjorie Taylor Greene is on the circuit now, trying to justify the text messages that she doesn't remember sending.
I don't remember.
Trying to convince the White House, through the White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, to declare martial law in America 3 days before the inauguration. I'm going to remind you of the text, but before I do, it must be said that if you're watching this video, 99.9% of us have the commonality of language. We know what things mean. We have a basic, reasonable understanding of how to communicate with one another, and we don't operate like a court of law. Well, can you prove it beyond a reasonable doubt, beyond the shadow of a doubt? That's not how things work. And so when Marjorie Taylor Greene texts Mark Meadows, again, January 17th, 3 days before Joe Biden was to become president, 3 days left in Donald Trump's presidency, and she says, "In our private chat with only members, several are saying the only way to save our republic is for Trump to call for martial law." That is an argument. That is trying to convince someone of something. Look, all of these people, now it's an argument from consensus or authority, all of these people who are bigwigs in the Republican Party, they believe this is the only way that we can go forward to keep Donald Trump in office, is for him to declare martial law. Now, martial, she spelled it wrong because she's a f***ing dum-dum, but we all know what it means. And then when she goes on to say, "I don't know on those things," she's just meaning, hey, I don't know the ins and outs about it, but I'm just letting you know this seems to be the only way forward. I don't know on those things. I just wanted you to tell him. I wanted you, the Chief of Staff of the United States, of the White House, of the President of the United States, to tell him, the President, they stole this election, she says. We all know they will destroy our country next. Please tell Donald Trump to declassify as much as possible so we can go after Biden and anyone else, she says. So yesterday on the Capitol grounds, it looked like they were walking from north to south, from the Capitol building to the House office buildings. Jim Acosta from CNN confronted Marjorie Taylor Greene. This video is about 3 minutes and 45 seconds. And I'm going to play the whole thing for the context of it. And I want you to keep in mind as you watch it, those two sentences. Several are saying the only way to save our republic is for Trump to call for martial law. And then I don't know on those things. Because she's focusing on the I don't know about those things. And he's focusing on, did you send the text message? Why did you say you don't recall? Watch this.
I guess you also said you didn't recall calling Nancy Pelosi a traitor. Is that right?
You know, Jim,
You don't seem to recall a whole lot.
Well,
What's going on there?
You know, Jim, you have a show, and in all fairness, you try to present this image of me to your viewers, and it's just really not correct.
Well, we're just trying to get some answers. Did you send a text asking for the president to declare martial law? Did you do that?
You know, I don't recall those being my text messages, but have you read the text message that you're referring to?
I did.
Because
yeah,
it actually says if you...
It was misspelled, but it seemed to say
actually,
that
it
calling
says
for martial
if
law.
you read it correctly, Jim, your problem is you're lying again right now. It says, I do not know on those things. That's what that text message actually says.
Well, let me
no, why
ask you
don't
this.
you be honest?
Why even bring it up?
Why don't
Why
you be
even bring
honest?
up martial law?
No, you know, your problem is you're just one of those liars on television. And people hate it. They can't stand the liars on television.
I'm not the one saying I don't recall, I don't recall.
Quote the supposed text message. Quote it. What does it say? I don't know on those things.
If you want to hang on, let's
read it out loud.
Let's read it. Okay,
why don't
let's
you
take
be
a look.
honest for once?
Let's take a look.
Read it out loud.
Let's take a look. I mean,
Yeah.
my question
No,
is
read it out
why
loud.
even...
What does it actually say?
Okay.
What is the text message? Read the whole thing.
Let's look at it. Okay.
Yeah, let's read it.
But you're saying you don't recall it.
I don't know if that's my text message or not, but if you want to talk about a text message, read the text message. Do something
Let's take
real.
a look. Let's take a look. Let's
Okay,
take a
read
look.
the exact text message
I'll
that
read it.
you're talking about.
I'll read it. I'll read it. Let's take a look here.
Oh, we got an article. Why don't you find the actual text message?
Let's see here. Let's hang on a second. In our private chat with only members, several are saying the only way to save our republic is for Trump to call for martial law. Martial was not spelled.
Keep going with the text message.
I don't know on those things. I just wanted you to
stop.
tell him.
I don't know on those things. Is that what that says? It says I don't know on those things.
But why?
Wait,
even
hold
bring
on,
it up?
stop. This text message that's supposedly mine, I don't know if it is. What does it
Right.
say? It says some members, and then it
But
says,
why even
wait, hold
bring it
on.
up?
It
Why
says,
even
I
bring it
don't
up as
know.
an idea?
Wait, I don't know if that's my text. It says, I don't know on those things. Why don't you tell that story?
You're saying,
No.
You're saying you don't know if
you're
it's your
lying.
text, but you're being
You're a
awfully
liar.
defensive about
You know
it.
why people do not like
Why
you?
are you being so
Because
defensive
you're a
about it?
liar.
I'm
Why
not
do
a
you want to
liar.
lie on television for your viewers?
I'm not trying to lie.
No, you're trying
I'm
to
trying to ask you
No, you're
about-
accusing me of something, and then when you read the actual words, it tells another story. It
Right,
tells
but
the
you're
truth.
being awfully defensive
Have a good
about
one,
a
Jim.
text that
Yeah,
recall.
when you want to be
I
honest
don't
and you
understand
actually
that.
want to talk about me as a real person and present me fairly, then I'll talk to you. But until then, I don't want to have anything to do with you.
Let me ask you this.
No, I don't
If
want
you
to.
are
If you don't know,
subpoenaed-
we're
if you're
done.
subpoenaed to
Stop
testify by the
harassing me.
January
Stop
6th committee-
harassing me.
If you're
Stop
subpoenaed to
harassing me.
testify by the
I'm not
January 6th committee-
subpoenaed. Stop harassing
I know, but
me.
if you are, will you comply with that subpoena? Will you testify?
Stop harassing me.
I'm just trying to ask you some questions.
You're not. I didn't give you permission to. Leave me alone.
Can you also explain your comments about the Catholic Church? What that was
Why
about?
don't you read my statement for your viewers?
All right. You know, we're just trying to ask you some questions. That's all we're trying to do.
No, you're not. You're trying to lie about me, and I'm tired of it.
We're not trying to lie
Yes,
about
you are.
Congresswoman.
Yes, you
We're just
are.
very politely,
No, you're not
professionally trying to ask
politely.
you a
No,
question.
you're politely and unprofessionally lying, because that's what you are. A liar. Professional liar.
Well, we wanted to ask you some questions. That's
Me on your show, and that's what you're all about. Good for you. Way to earn a paycheck.
By the way, didn't mention this before the video. She tweeted this video out like it's an exoneration for her. She tweeted this video like it paints her in a glowing light. She tweeted this: I am repulsed that people gladly take a paycheck to lie and mischaracterize me like this guy, Jim Acosta. I want to think good things about the press, but they behave like this, and it makes me sick to my stomach. Harassment? First of all, it's not harassment. It is the constitutionally protected free press doing their job, Marge. The only occupation mentioned in the Constitution that is protected by that Constitution. And it is rich for you to bellyache. Well, first of all, before we get to that, mischaracterizing you. She doesn't say how she's being mischaracterized during the video when she has all the time in the world to say, you guys have lied about me. You said this, this, and this. She doesn't do that because CNN has not lied about Marjorie Taylor Greene. They have not mischaracterized her. She has characterized herself. She has done the job very well to let everybody know who she is. And secondly, it's rich. For Marjorie Taylor Greene, we'll put this video up while I'm talking, for Marjorie Taylor Greene to talk about stop harassing me, when she's been filmed herself harassing victims of mass school shootings, tracking down, stalking David Hogg across the Capitol grounds, a private citizen. When you enter public life, you run for office, you're signing up to be asked questions by the press. It is your obligation, as part of your job description, to deal with the free and fair press, with the CNNs of the world. That's why Jen Psaki has to put up with Peter Doocy's dumb shit on an almost daily basis in the White House. She signed up for that. David Hogg did not sign up to be stalked by a conspiracy theorist who at the time very likely believed it was a false flag.
He's got nothing to say.
He was a kid.
Sad.
So for the grown woman, Congresswoman, you're harassing me. Stop harassing me. On the heels of harassing a child is disgusting and hypocritical, least of which it should be our concern. It is wretched and reprehensible, sinister behavior. She needs to be out of office. Please, if you are in her district in Georgia, do the work to get rid of Marjorie Taylor Greene. What do you think? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Absolutely. You can leave me an email, daily@dollemore.com. Thank you for your time and attention, for subscribing to the channel, for liking this video, for sharing it with your social network. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore. Just about, what am I doing with my hands here? Like Donald Trump? Fantastic. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore just about everywhere. And if I bring you value, if you appreciate what I do and you want to take part in producing my content, please consider supporting my work. You can click the join button below this video, become a channel member for $1.99 a month, or you can go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. Both those, they absolutely support and produce this work here on YouTube. Just because it says I Doubt It podcast, which, by the way, you should subscribe to. It is a good time. I'm a lot more unbuttoned on the podcast. Just a little tease. Anyway, it's not just for the podcast. It absolutely supports what I do here. So I love you guys. I appreciate you very much. Until next time, be genuine. Take care of one another.